The Chargers continue to be up and down, or are they just coming together? Sometimes teams need to have their backs against the wall. We've seen this with the Chargers, and now they might come and muck it up for everybody else. Can they do this? I know their defense looked awesome. Their offense, by the way, nothing to sneeze at. 442 yards, of course. They had Melvin Gordon with a 100-yard game. Is this team good enough to keep them in the playoff hunt?
Put together a few weeks of good football. I'm not going to stand on the table and say the Chargers are playing unbelievable right now. Great win up against an opponent that everybody thought would win. But it was that defense, man. They got after Aaron Rodgers. You can't rattle Aaron Rodgers, but you can make him uncomfortable. It was 3 sacks and 7 QB hits. They smothered him. I mean, they really just made him feel like he was in a box. And that's because of a guy we heard from in Joey Bosa, who I'm going to call the Bosa restrictor.
Yeah. I was working the phones last Tuesday for the trade deadline, and so what are the Chargers doing? I mean, Keenan Allen's got a year left on his contract. Melvin Gordon's got a few weeks left on his contract.
Yeah.
Like, what are the Chargers? And everyone's like, Telesco's not trading anybody. Like, they're not looking to trade these guys. They are all in on Melvin Ingram. They're all in on Melvin Gordon. Keenan Allen's untouchable. And people were almost laughing. Like, the Chargers still think that they've got a shot here. Meanwhile, they fire their offensive coordinator, Ken Whisenhunt, and in his first game, Shane Steichen calls a beautiful game. In that building, the Chargers still believe they are still the team that they thought they were before the season started. They haven't lost faith. And after that horrible loss to Tennessee where they fumbled on the goal, everyone else said, okay, well, that's it. They chargered it up. They still believe, and in classic Phil Rivers fashion, here we go. Here come the Chargers. They're going to have this late season push, and we're going to be worried about them come January because they might be the team no one wants to play. Awesome win. Awesome win in a stadium full of Packers fans yesterday. Really excited for the Chargers. Awesome win yesterday.
They are John Cusack at my bedroom window with a boombox begging me to love them. Should I?
That's who Baker Mayfield looked like, too, in his post-game. Nobody wants to play the Chargers, and here's why. Because you've got Melvin Ingram and you've got Joey Bosa, and not only did they sack Aaron Rodgers 3 times, I mean, they hit him 7 other times. Bosa was all up in his business.
I thought they had a good offensive line.
Well, Bakhtiari, he struggled a little bit. But I think, to your point, you talked about Anthony Lynn a couple weeks ago when we were talking about the Chargers, how he rallied this team. I mean, look, 2 weeks ago, they couldn't get that 1 yard.
Yeah.
He took the heat. He said, we got to find a way to get in. They win in Chicago on the missed field goal. But this team, to rally and play so well for Anthony Lynn, I think speaks volumes about his leadership, as well as Philip Rivers, how they were able to rally this team because they really, I mean, they had no business beating the Packers like that.
Right.
Like to shut down that offense the way they did, I don't think anybody saw it coming. I mean, they've lost so many players to injury as well. But yet Anthony Lynn still finds a way to circle that team around and to rally them together. They're a dangerous team, and they're physical.
And I know he missed one at the end, so I was still a little scared of Aaron Rodgers, but how huge is Michael Badgley? Showing up, looking great. He was nailing them all day long. For this team specifically, having a kicker they can trust, even though I know he missed that last one, is huge.
They call him the Money Badger. That's it.
We love you. We see you. Congrats on the win, Chargers fans. What does this mean for the Packers? Just a bad game, or just
the NFC is really good.
They're allowing
it was a clunker.
It was bad.
Plays
They still have a really good record. They'll be okay.
Defense. Okay. Well,
and they got Aaron Rodgers.